I'm Tony DeFrank, and I'm here with Gail Claridge, and this is part of our, October 2023 Covering Classic Cars edition. And we're here getting ready for our kind of like the biggest catalog shoot of the year. And we couldn't think of a better place than to shoot here at Country Meadow Ranch. And Gail is the founder, designer, proprietor. You do everything here.
That's my main mission in life, is to make this ranch pretty.
And you do, and it's incredible. So I know we'll make sure that everyone gets the website information about it. But Gail's been a family friend forever, and have a very nice car collection. So I'm not. The problem is, I guess I don't realize what it took us so long to get out here and do a catalog shoot. And so fortunately, you and my father were talking recently, and we made this happen. But
someone asked me that.
Yeah.
How come they never did it before? I said, I don't know. Maybe they never thought of it.
I don't know. Yeah, and it's an incredible place. Look, we're set up here. One of Gail's vehicles, the 34 Ford pickup, is parked in front of her barn, which is her residence. So, and it's incredible. I think it should be. It seems like it's out of like a Hallmark movie, or it should be on HGTV. What you've done is amazing here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I didn't start out to live in a barn. It started out that we lived in a beautiful house in Northridge, and in 1994 the earthquake hit and we lost our home. We had to start all over. It was just a real disaster. Didn't have earthquake insurance. We thought, where are we going to go from here? So we were thinking that we didn't want to stay in the San Fernando Valley because that's where the fault was. And we thought, well, we should go further north, and we ended up in Westlake Village. And so I opened up my design studio there in Westlake Village, and I was there for 20 years. And I had a beautiful store, and I decorated half the houses in Westlake Village. Yeah.
And I had, yeah. And that's your background, I guess.
Interior
our
design.
Customers are going to find out about Gail Claridge and Gail Claridge Design. They're going to start Googling this because you had A-list clients, like the celebrity clients, all the beautiful homes. It seems like along the 101, like, had to stop in your store sometime along the process. And that's how, I guess, my mom met you, I guess.
Yes, I decorated a home for your parents, and then they lost their home in the earthquake, and I helped them fix that one up. And then they moved here to Westlake or Thousand Oaks, and I helped them with that house. And we've been friends all along. And of course, the fact that you owned California car covers, and my husband was a car collector, that all went together quite well. So we have a lot of car covers.
we appreciate that, and I'm glad we could showcase this place. And now, I guess you came out here, and my father and I came out here, I think last month, just to kind of get an idea of how to shoot. And I hadn't been here probably 20 years, and I guess there's some things have changed, but the heart and the charm of it's still the same as like 20 years ago. And
I like to make things feel warm. Yeah. I like it to feel warm and comfortable and come and sit down. I hate that stiff feeling like you can't walk on the grass, and that's not me. Mm-hmm. So when we moved here, after leaving the valley, after the earthquake, we decided, where are we going to go? We couldn't find a 2-bedroom, 25-car garage house. So Joe says, why don't we find an old ranch or something that had a barn, and then maybe we could put the cars in the barn. I said, that's a great idea. Let's do that. So we went looking, and I found this property. And it's a long story of how I finally acquired it, but I did acquire it. And we thought, what can we do with this building? My God, we can get the cars in there. So we tried getting the cars in there, and of all things, they didn't fit. They didn't have the turning radius. 50s cars are longer than boats, and a 57 Chevy would have had to make about 20 moves to get into the stall. So now what? We bought this whole ranch for the barn, and so I said, Joe, since I am not only an interior designer, I'm a general contractor, one of the few women general contractors who actually took her own test. Anyway, we built him a beautiful building for his cars. I said, at least if we build a building, it can't be too expensive because it's just going to be pretty on the outside, but it'll be empty on the inside. You can fit all your cars in there. So I kind of mapped it out and drew a plan to see how big it needed to be. And we thought we'd make it about 5,000 square feet. And then I said, you know, we better make it 6. So we made it 6,000 square feet. I should have made it 10, you know, because if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
The more space you have, the more you will fill it up. So.
Oh, that's every car person's problem. Never enough garage space, no matter how much you
That's
have.
right.
And
Absolutely.
you know, we had to shoehorn some cars out even, you know, the last couple days, and we appreciated your help and your son-in-law
You're
Jeff's
welcome.
help.
I'm
And
happy to do it.
Everyone, it's like a team effort here that everyone runs this place. And what makes this place unique now is not just your residence, it's become the Country Meadow Ranch is now a wedding and event venue. And so we had to schedule photo shoots in between wedding and wedding prep, and
That's correct.
and so what was I guess, how did this become
A wedding?
a wedding venue? Yeah, what was the inspiration? Because I think you had this property 25 years ago,
25 years.
and so I feel like that was before it was.
And I've only been a wedding venue
yeah.
for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So, well, it started because people used to say to me, oh my God, this place is gorgeous. Why don't you have weddings here? And my husband would say, no, we're not having weddings here. So, okay, so we're not having weddings here. You know, we had our own parties, many occasions, and I would let different organizations hold their meetings here and things like, or parties or whatever. So one day I was not feeling very well, and I thought, gee, I just don't feel good. This was in November of 2023. And no, I'm sorry, what did I say? 2020. I meant that 2020. And Joe says, I don't feel good either. We realized that our gardener had come to work with COVID and given it to both of us, and we didn't realize we had COVID. So we were taken to the hospital. My daughter took us to Los Robles Hospital, and not to get into a lot of detail, but I was there a week and I got better and they sent me home. My husband was still there, and in another few days he died. And I mean, it was such a shocking realization to have this happen to me, because we'd been together since we were married 62 years.
Yeah, and you go into the home, it's like, the photos and everything, like it's a lifetime of memories, and
it is.
It's incredible, and I appreciate you just letting us come hang out and be
I just
part
couldn't
of this
imagine what I was going to do without my husband. So I thought about the weddings, and I thought, I quit decorating. I retired from decorating, and I'd been in Westlake for 20 years. I said, I'm going to quit and come home, and I was going to spend more time with Joe, and then here COVID got us. So I don't know. Now I'm doing weddings.
Now you're wedding planner.
And it's turning out great. The girls love it. The people love the freedom to do whatever they want. I don't have so many rules and regulations like you have to be in by 8 and you have to be out by midnight. If you want to come the day before and leave your stuff, it's okay. If you want to stay a little bit longer, it's okay. I just hate that. You know, I want to make it be the most wonderful day of your life with no stress. So we have an open venue, and I try to help all these little brides, and they're so cute. There's so many, and they're so young and beautiful, and they're all excited, and I want to help them. You know, so that's kind of what I'm about.
And you have the space to do it, and it's beautiful property. How many acres you have here, but it's amazing.
43.
Yeah, and
a lot of work.
And I'm sure. I think just there's a full-time crew to make sure it stays nice, and you know, your experience of doing the decorating and design. There's so many details around here. Like there's I think they do that. There's the lawn, but have the ceremonies, I guess. You had a chapel built out there.
I built a chapel. I built a little chapel, and it'll only hold about 20 people. But the point is, they get married out in front of it, and it's beautiful that way. And I have lots and lots of grass, and so they can set up the chairs with ease where you're not just all tight. And we have a beautiful patio that they can have their reception at, hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and a dance floor, and great music, and it's great. So
that's just anything you do seems like it's synonymous with the details.
Well, I've spent a lot of money on the lighting. The lighting is spectacular. You have to see it at nighttime.
And we're waiting here. We're taking photos every 30 minutes, getting ready for, which I think a photographer, and I think it's going to be a fantastic, not just one cover, but 2. So behind us you see, you know, the Christmas, the barn, and there's going to be both of our holiday catalogs are going to go out to tons of homes. Now, can you tell us much about the Ford pickup?
Well, my husband was a helicopter pilot by trade. He was chief pilot for the LAPD helicopter unit. And when he wasn't flying, he was in the garage working on cars and motorcycles. He just loved it. And I thought to myself, you know, he's always home. I love that. You know, he's not out and about. He's just home. So he was fixing cars from the time I met him. And he's got a wonderful collection that he's left for me. And I am trying to maintain them as he wanted me to do. And I'm going to be showcasing this 34 Ford pickup in your catalog. And we have some lovely cars, and my son-in-law and my son and my grandson all help me maintain these cars. Well, because he told me, please don't sell my cars. And I said, I won't. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful collection. There's some hot rods, there's some classics, there's some like even a few cars from like
the 56 pickups, and you know, he loves all that.
There's a little of everything, and then
the Triumph collection.
Say, don't even get into the Triumph motorcycle collection. I think I brought my friend out here yesterday to help us try to move some cars around, and he was going crazy over all the Triumphs. And then we put your son-in-law Jeff to work, I think, today. I don't think he knew what he was signing up for today. So
he's such a good man. Yes, he's wonderful.
He's a great guy, and he really just been.
Well, my daughter Christy, Jeff's wife, my daughter Christy, and I run this wedding venue, and I have to say mostly my daughter Christy, because she handles all the phone, all the emails, all of that. I'm too old. I don't want to be working the computer 24/7. It wasn't in my day, and I choose not to. So I do the tours and.
But you're an entrepreneur. You're no nonsense. Like I appreciate that. I feel like I'm bugging you every time I call you, because you're like. Yeah, I feel like there's something better that you're working on. You're like, you got to go. I got to go. Tony.
Oh, no. Not at all. Not at all.
And then, so we did a second a shop that people will see in front of
the gas station.
I call it the general store, but yeah, there's an old vintage gas pump, so it's the gas station.
We called it the gas.
Or did you find that from the Civil War or something? How'd you find that?
Look at the horse coming through.
Yeah. So.
Do you see that? You got to quick get a picture of that. Come on!
You're good.
Come on!
You're fine.
Come on! Come on!
Yeah, you're fine.
Come on!
Now we're doing a little interview, kind of talking about the photo shoot today. Really, here it is. This is.
Bye-bye, honey.
I'm just photobombing you.
Okay, no problem. Hey, it's a big, should be a good part of the interview.
Okay.
Take care. So, look at this is like
again. I just let them come through. Why not?
Well, that's you know what I'm sure that. Any people that want to have weddings here appreciate the flexibility and just your graciousness. Especially,
Thank you.
We showed up one day, you made us biscottis. We showed up another day, there was muffins out. Like, you know, you're letting everyone come in.
I guess I'm Italian.
Well, the hospitality is fantastic. And then, so we shot the 57 Chevy, the hardtop that we got out there in front of the gas station. So where did the gas station come from?
We bought that Chevy, by the way, back east and brought it here, and he just loved that it had all that plastic interior, you know, unbelievable.
Yeah, you don't see that too often.
No.
Yeah, that covering, that interior.
Well, the gas station was a horse facility that the horses could get in out of the sun or out of the rain, and it just had a trough in the back with hay in it. But it had a little roof. And I thought, gee, it's so cute, but I don't have horses. So I turned it into a little gas station because I thought it would look like an old-fashioned gas station. And it took me a long time to find an unrestored gas pump.
Yeah.
Every gas pump is restored.
Everything has patina, so you got all the signs, and then you have
all the old stuff. It's just so cute.
And it was just, we thought it was a great backdrop and really showcased.
My last wedding, they brought in, they had 3 antique cars. They brought them in, and they had brandy and cigars and hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and that's where they wanted to have their you know, little reception hour.
Yeah, no, it's incredible, and we'll do the best we can to kind of showcase it. But I think whatever you and Chrissy doing is probably enough. But we just appreciate the hospitality, letting us come hang out here. It's Saturday night in the summer. I'm sure there's much better places, at least much better people you want to be hanging out with, besides Rick, Connor, and myself. And
I want to get Jay Leno out here to see our motorcycles, but never going to happen.
Well, never say never. You know, hey, just
Jay Leno, if you're out there, come on over.
Yeah, well, his YouTube channel has a lot of bigger reach than mine, but you know, maybe after seeing some of these cars on the catalog cover, maybe a little kind of light a flyer.
There you
Maybe
go.
someone will give them a little whisper just to say, come check out the Country Meadow Ranch. And then we're out
Well,
here.
Tony, you're so nice to do this, and I appreciate it so much because it kind of memorializes some of Joe's cars, and I appreciate that.
Well, and we appreciate it, and thank you for everything. And this is all like there's Christmas decor that was like. Okay, I will take credit. I'll pat myself on the back for hanging Christmas lights a little bit ago, but Gail, we told her we're coming out for a holiday shoot, and your design touch. There's wreaths are up. There's holiday looking blankets are out. The pillows are out. That's that's your eye for the details. And
I love
so
Christmas.
thank you.
You ought to see this place at Christmas.
Well, the open
I want
house,
some snow. Can we have snow?
I'm not that good. But at least we are. So thank you so much for,
You're welcome.
for coming out and talking a few minutes. And we'll make sure everybody knows where to check out the Country Meadow Ranch in Somis. And you can maybe, if you're working on a wedding for 2024, they can reach out to you. But hopefully it sounds like it's booking up. So I think maybe I reach out to you and Christy, and maybe they can put something together.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it. And again, Tony DeFrank with California Car Cover, and we'll see you next time on Covering Classic Cars.